Hi everybody, this is Mr. Liu. This is page 175. Solve, draw bar models to help you. Alright, number 2. Lance and Alex have 70 pencils. Alright, so we have a Lance. Here's our bar model for Lance. I'm going to put an L for Lance. I'm going to use a different color for Alex. And it says Lance has 4 times as many pencils as Alex, so that means Lance is going to be bigger than Alex. So here's Alex's bar model. And I know together they have 70 pencils. So together they have 70 pencils. Alright. And it says Lance has 4 times as many pencils as Alex. So Lance needs 4 times as many. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 as many as Alex. Alex's pencils are shared equally among 2 children. So then Alex has to then share hers with 2 children. So I'm going to split it up with 2 kids. How many pencils does each child get? Well, in order for me to figure out how many each child gets, I need to first figure out how much Alex has. And in order for me to figure out how much Alex has, I need to figure out what that relationship between Lance and Alex is. So again, Lance has 4 times as many pencils as Alex, and right here I can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, and then I have one more box, 5 boxes, and together those 5 boxes are going to be equal to my 70 pencils. So that means I'm going to take my 70 and I'm going to break it up into 5 boxes, equal boxes, which means I'm dividing by 5 first. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is 70 divided by 5. Let's do that first in long division. So that's 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Take that away. 7 minus 5 is 2. Bring down the 0. And 20 divided by 5, well, that's 4. 4 times 5 is 20. And if I take that away, I get nothing. Alright, so that means each one of these boxes is 14, which means Alex first has 14 pencils. So first you need to get the 14 pencils for Alex. Then we're going to split up and share Alex's pencil equally among 2 children. And if you split and share equally by 2, that means you're also dividing. So we're doing 14 divided by 2, which we know is going to be equal to 7. So each child is going to get 7 pencils. And let's write that in a sentence. Each child gets 7 pencils. Okay, let's look at number 3. Richard has 90 pennies. I'm going to first draw a bar model for Richard for the 90 penny he has. So here's my 90 pennies of Richard's. I'm putting R for Richard. There you go. He keeps 10 pennies and divides the rest. So in my 90 pennies, he's going to keep 10 of them. So here's my 10 pennies he keeps. And he's going to divide the rest of these equally among his 4 sisters. So first of all, we have to figure out how much he gives his 4 sisters. So if we have 90 and we're splitting it between 10 and a blank, we know we are subtracting. So the first thing we want to do is do 90 subtracted by 10, which we know that's 80, equals 80. So we know right now in that red, we don't have a question mark anymore, we know that's, oops, we know this is 80. Alright, so then he's going to take his 80 and divide the rest of the pennies equally among his 4 sisters. So I'm going to draw another bar model. So here's the 80 pennies that he's going to divide among his 4 sisters. And we have to break it up into 4s because he has 4 sisters. And it says how many pennies does each sister get. So if I'm taking 80 and I'm breaking it up into 4 groups, or sharing equally among 4 groups, that means I am dividing. 80 divided by 4. Alright, and we know 80 divided by 4, or 8 divided by 4 is 2. So 80 divided by 4 is 20. So each one of these is 20. Which means each sister gets 20. How many pennies did each sister get? So let's write that into a sentence. Each sister gets 20 pennies. And that's page 175.